Phillies are your National League Division Series champions. Moving on to the NLCS. Guys, it felt like staying up until 2 a.m. the night before to watch Game 3. It felt like this was all worth it in this beautiful comeback.
Yeah, well, I was set for the weekend, and just to have that Game 3 and have that Game 4, but then, of course, they canceled it because of the weather in Colorado, and, of course, why would they build an outdoor stadium in Denver? But they did, and instead of watching snowball, we had to wait an extra night, and, it all paid off, and we saw one of the best I thought 2 games of the series, and here we are in the NLCS again.
Yeah, I mean, you have that extremely long Game 3. We all stayed up till past 2 in the morning just to watch that. The Phillies, they come back the next night. They win 2 games in one day, just like they did in the World Series, Game 3 and 4. They come back, they win 2 games in one day, and it's all worth it. You feel as though, because if they played that game in the snow, it wouldn't have been a game. It wouldn't have been baseball anymore. The elements would have played too much of a part, but now you had just pure baseball, the way it should be played, and the Phillies made the best of their chances, came through in the clutch, and we're going back to the NLCS against the same Dodgers team.
Probably one of the most exciting things to see is Brad Lidge. He did, as much as the second one was shaky, did nail down 2 saves, and he seemed to kind of return the form, which we haven't really seen his fastball be as effective as it was.
Yeah,
so
Brad Lidge has a lot of problems controlling that fastball, putting it into the zone consistently. He showed that he did that, albeit he walked 2 batters in Game 3, nailed down the 3-out save. Scott Air comes in, hampered with an ankle injury, gets the first 2 outs, walks the guy, Charlie says, "That's it, you're out. Time to bring in Brad Lidge." Brad Lidge got the job done.
Yeah, in Game 3, his command was all over the place at the start of the inning there. He walked 2 batters. Then coming back out in Game 4, when he warmed up, his pitches were all over the place again. But then, only needed 1 more out. He got it. Again, he apparently is Troy Tulowitzki's kryptonite. That was two nights in a row where he denied him a chance to give the Rockies a win. So I thought it was, again, Brad Lidge, he's back in form.
Yeah, Troy Tulowitzki, the most dangerous hitter in the Rockies lineup, aside from probably Carlos Gonzalez, who had 10 hits in this series. And Tulowitzki was up multiple times late in games 3 and 4 with chances to do anything. And the Phillies bullpen, which has been their shaky point towards the end of the season, was able to shut him down. And that's the reason why they were able to win, because if you give Troy Tulowitzki anything near the plate to hit, he's going to make something happen, and they were able to keep him from doing that.
Well, they showed a graphic on TBS of Troy Tulowitzki's batting stance from last year and his from this year. His last year, he was crouched down almost right on top of the plate, like Jeff Bagwell. Now he stands straight up, and that, he returned to form this year. Last year was a pretty bad year for him, 2008. This year he comes back, belts over 25, 30 home runs, and you're right, he was the best hitter in the Colorado Rockies lineup, but we silenced him for the most part. The guy we did not silence, however, Carlos Gonzalez.